Crocodiles are among the oldest and most primitive reptiles surviving on Earth, witnesses of the dinosaur era, their distant relatives. Their evolutionary history spans millions of years, which allowed them to achieve amazing adaptability and become the top of the food chain in their ecosystems. Today, there are dozens of species of crocodiles, alligators, caimans, and gharials, united in the order of crocodiles, Crocodilia, each of which occupies its own ecological niche, but they all have common features that make them one of the most dangerous and successful predators on the planet. Their appearance is easily recognizable: a powerful, armored body, a long, muscular tail that can serve as a formidable weapon and an effective mover in the water, short but strong webbed paws, a huge mouth strewn with sharp teeth, and eyes located high on the head, allowing them to observe the environment while remaining almost completely submerged in water. The crocodile's skin is unique. It is covered with rows of osteoderms, bone plates embedded in the dermis, which form a strong, almost impenetrable armor that protects the animal from external damage and serves as a kind of heat exchanger. The color of the skin varies from dark green to brown, which provides excellent camouflage in swampy water and dense vegetation, making them virtually invisible to careless prey. Crocodiles are semi-aquatic animals that prefer fresh or brackish water bodies, rivers, lakes, swamps, mangroves. They are perfectly adapted to life both in water and on land. In water, they demonstrate incredible grace and speed, swimming thanks to powerful movements of the tail, pressing the paws to the body to reduce resistance. Underwater, crocodiles can hold their breath for a significant time, especially in cold water, due to the efficient use of oxygen and a unique circulatory system that allows blood to be redirected to vital organs. On land, they may look somewhat clumsy, but they are capable of surprisingly fast sprints and even short runs, especially when pursuing prey or defending their territory. Their teeth are perhaps their most famous and fearsome feature. In most species, they are conical, sharp, and are constantly renewed throughout life. Crocodiles' jaws are capable of squeezing with incredible force, one of the greatest in the animal kingdom. This force allows them to crush bones, pierce shells, and hold even the largest prey securely. Despite the incredible squeezing force, the muscles that open a crocodile's mouth are relatively weak, allowing a person to hold the jaws of an adult animal closed with ordinary duct tape or rope, an amazing paradox for such a powerful predator. Crocodiles feed primarily on meat, being opportunistic predators that will eat anything they can catch: fish, birds, mammals, amphibians, and sometimes other reptiles, including their own kind. Young crocodiles start with small invertebrates and insects, gradually moving on to larger prey as they grow. Crocodiles' hunting method usually involves ambush tactics. They wait patiently in the water, barely visible, until potential prey gets close enough. Then they lunge forward with a powerful bite. Crocodiles do not chew their food, but tear it to pieces using what is known as a death spin, rotating their body around its longitudinal axis to tear chunks of meat from large prey. Some species, such as the Nile crocodile or saltwater crocodile, are known to attack larger animals, including buffalo, zebra, and even humans. Despite their reputation as ruthless killers, crocodiles also play an important role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems by keeping other animal populations in check and by cleaning up waterways of carrion. They are indicators of ecosystem health, and their disappearance could cause serious disruption. Reproduction of crocodiles is an amazing process that demonstrates their evolutionary wisdom. Most crocodile species build nests on land, usually mounds of vegetation or sand that females dig up and lay their eggs in. The number of eggs varies depending on the species and size of the female, but can reach several dozen. An interesting feature of crocodile reproduction is temperature-dependent sex determination, TSD. This means that the sex of the developing embryos is determined by the temperature at which the eggs are incubated. For example, at certain temperatures, usually average, males hatch, while at lower or higher temperatures, females hatch. This mechanism is an important adaptation that allows populations to maintain an optimal sex ratio depending on environmental conditions. Female crocodiles show amazing care for their offspring, which is quite unusual for reptiles. They guard the nest from predators throughout the incubation period, which can last from 60 to 100 days. After hatching, the little crocodiles make characteristic squeaking sounds, signaling their mother about their appearance. The female carefully helps them get out of the shell and can even carry them in her mouth to a safe place, a pond, where they will be under her care for several weeks or even months until they become independent enough. Young crocodiles are very vulnerable and often become prey to predators, such as large birds, fish, snakes, and even other crocodiles. The survival rate of the young is relatively low, which is compensated by the large number of eggs laid. Adult crocodiles have virtually no natural enemies, except for humans. Their longevity is amazing. Some species can live up to 70 to 80 years and even longer in captivity. The social behavior of crocodiles varies depending on the species and circumstances. Many species lead a predominantly solitary lifestyle, but can gather in groups in places of abundance of food or for sunbathing. During the mating season, males perform ritualized courtship displays, including specific sounds, head and body movements, to attract females and repel rivals. Territoriality also plays a role, especially among large males, who can actively defend their areas of the water. The sounds made by crocodiles vary widely, from hisses and growls to low vibrations that can be felt from a distance. These sounds are used for communication, marking territory, and attracting mates. Threats to crocodiles today are numerous. The main ones are habitat loss and fragmentation due to agricultural expansion, urbanization, drainage of swamps, and pollution of water bodies. Hunting crocodiles for their skin, meat, and exotic souvenirs has also led to significant population declines for many species in the past, although in recent decades, thanks to international conventions and conservation programs such as CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, the numbers of some species have recovered. However, illegal trade remains a threat. Climate change also affects crocodiles, particularly through temperature-dependent sex determination, which can lead to population-sex ratio imbalances if incubation temperatures are continually shifted. Water pollution from pesticides and heavy metals also negatively impacts the health and reproductive capacity of crocodiles. The importance of conserving crocodiles cannot be overstated. They are keystone species in their ecosystems, and their presence indicates the health of their water bodies. Conservation programs include the establishment of protected areas, captive breeding followed by release into the wild, population monitoring, and public education. Successful population restorations, such as the saltwater crocodile in Australia and the American alligator in the United States, demonstrate that with adequate human efforts, these ancient and majestic predators can continue to thrive on our planet. Crocodiles, these ancient reptiles that have survived for millions of years, remain at the top of the food chain in their aquatic ecosystems. Their adaptability, powerful jaws, unique armor, and care for their young make them one of the most successful predators. Although they were once threatened by hunting and habitat loss, conservation efforts are helping to restore their populations. The presence of crocodiles is an indicator of the health of water bodies, and their survival is essential to maintaining the balance of nature. They continue to serve as a symbol of the indestructible power of the wild.